Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Olushola Biodun from Nigeria. This afternoon, I actually want to register my displeasure on those who are still considering TBC a scam, because I cannot at this stage of life fathom why some people would still, in spite of what they see happening in TBC world, in TBC community, still consider TBC evolution a scam. Well, that's no problem, but I am deciding to shoot this video in order to highlight some reasons why TBC should never be considered a scam. I want to highlight about 6 or 7 points why people should, once and for all, have faith in the concept, in the idea, in the evolution of this special coin called the billion coin. I will begin by saying that if you are still a skeptic, if you are one of the skeptics out there, try and listen to me. Try and listen to me very good, and at the end of whatever I might have to say, sit on it, think deeply, and have a change of heart, because it will not be a thing of joy for you to, at the end of the day, begin to regret your inactions, in spite of series of appeals, in spite of varieties of things you see happening around you concerning TBC. When you now begin to see people in your vicinity, in your neighborhood, in your environment, becoming multimillionaires, multi-billionaires in your local currencies, and you are now you now have to be looking up to them for survival when they have eventually made it. Please listen to me. Number one point I want to make here is the fact that hardly can you ever see an e-currency like TBC which will require a very rigorous procedure for registration like this our TBC, because by the time when you want to take up, when you want to register to become a member of TBC community, you discover that you go through a very rigorous procedure in about 3 different websites. The first website, that is after you might have already had your own email account. You will first of all go to the billioncoin.info, the info website of the billion coin, where you will have to register your details in there. And after you might have registered your details in the billioncoin.info website, you will still now have to come back there to update that records, because you will still be expected to submit security questions again, 3 security questions, for which or through which you will be able to retrieve your password whenever you have lost it or whenever you have forgotten it. That is one. After you might have done all the necessary things, all the needful in the billioncoin.info, you now have to go through the rigor of opening your wallet, where your coin, your kringle will be domiciled, where it will be stored for you. That is in the tbc004.net. You go through certain steps there too, and before your free kringle is deposited in your wallet, you will now have to go to another website, which is the kringle.cash website. When you get there, you will still have to fill another form: your name, your username, your email address, your country, your password, and all the likes. You put it there, you submit it, you go ahead and verify the link given to you in the email address, in the email sent to your box. After you might have done that, your credit, your free Kingu will now be deposited into that your wallet. That is rigorous. That is enough for skeptics to believe that, wow, this thing must have the traces of reality in it. That is one. The second one I want to talk about is that ever since the advent of this TBC, ladies and gentlemen, it has ever maintained a consistent price appreciation. It has ever maintained a very consistent price appreciation. It has never devalued. It has never gone down in price, in value. It has always maintained the appreciation in value ever since March 21st, 2016 to date. On daily basis, it has continued to appreciate in value. And that is the price at which every transaction is being conducted on daily basis. If it is not real, it wouldn't have been very easy to conduct transactions at the daily appreciated value. That is one thing I am sure of. Consider that as well. Number three is the fact that when you consider the admin, when you look at this admin, I discovered that his attitudes is very much unlike a scammer. His attitudes is very much unlike that of scammers, because when scammers begin to realize that, oh, people begin to discover their antics, people begin to get to know their fraudulent intentions, they pack off, they disappear into the thin air. But you see, this admin, he has ever since stood his ground, even in spite of the series of campaign of calumny people are waging against this TBC. He has stood his ground. He has always said that he knows what he's out to achieve, and not until he achieves it, he's not backing out. If he had been a fake, if he had been a fraud, if he had been a dupe, he would have disappeared, because the tension is much, the heat is much from the camp of those who are launching attacks, those who are launching campaigns of calumny against this TBC. So you see this man still standing his ground, that he knows what he believes, according to that word of the Bible that says, I know whom I believe. What else do you want? You skeptic, you doubter. What else do you want? That is another reason. The fourth one I want to talk about is the fact that at a time, all the send buttons were off. And it got to a point when it was now being, opened one after the other, beginning from our voice, the voice of TBC, Bitcoin Randy. And it continued like that. As of today now, it is well over, if not over 2,000. It will be close to 2,000 that has been, whose button has been opened. But one thing that I hold firmly in that is that in spite of the outcries out there, in spite of the heat out there because of the closure, because of the turning off of the send button, you see, the admin still maintained his stand. Says, no way, this thing is not going to be turned on en masse. No matter what people say, he will not want this technology to crumble. He will not want this coin to be bastardized. So he stood his ground and said, well, whoever is not still believing in him should back out. This send button is being turned on in piecemeal, and it is the best for the community now, because we are beginning to enjoy relatively stable blockchain technology now. You see, The fifth one I want to talk about is that is the fact that since the launching, since the advent of this TBC, nobody has ever woken up any morning to discover that his or her wallet was gone forever. Fine, that was a time when the itch or the itches were being experienced in the blockchain. You know, sometimes we discover that some kringles, some TBC disappeared. But at a later time, everything was restored. Whatever you have in your wallet was eventually restored to the very last kringle. Nobody has ever woken up one day to discover that the entire wallet is gone and gone forever. That would have given the people an impression that this thing is a scam. But the wallet has been there for everybody to see, to use, to transact business with. See, the sixth point is the fact that the admin is saying that concerning this fiat exchange, he wants to ensure that by the time it takes off, he doesn't want our image to be bastardized with the banker. He wants to painstakingly ensure that we launch into the fiat exchange properly, not in a way that will bring about mishaps, not in a way that will bring untold hardship again back into the community. But he said he wants a situation whereby we will launch into the fiat exchange steadily, and once we launch, there is no going back. So this man, I believe, he knows what he is doing. He is an expert in what he believes in. So all these things should be a pointer to the fact that there is no traces of scam in everything he is doing. And lastly, I want to say and submit that for you to know that this thing is never a scam, the admin has ever repeatedly maintained that whoever is still not believing in the concept, whoever is still not believing in the idea, whoever is still not believing in this super abundance based cryptocurrency should back out. So what else what else do you want? When somebody you turn or you tag a scammer is telling you that, okay, if what is given to you you do not believe in it, then forget about it, leave it and go your own way. So what could be more real than that? I don't ever believe that a scammer will want his or a victim, to leave his domain or to leave his vicinity. He will always want to pin down his or a scammer will always want to pin down his or a target for him or her to continue to explore and exploit him or her. But this man said, if you do not believe in it, if you do not have the vision he has, please back out. So, ladies and gentlemen, I believe a word is enough for the wise. With this little I've said, I want you to have a change of heart. I want you to have a new orientation about the billion coin, about the TBC, and ensure that you do not lose out. Ensure that you belong to the community fully, sell your body, soul, and spirit into it, and join hands with the TBC faithfuls and ensure that together we make the entire world a super ideal place for everyone to live in. Thank you and God bless you. If you want to know more about me, about my videos, subscribe to this channel, and my details there. You can visit my email, my Facebook address, and for your free kringles, the link you can use is there under this video. Thank you very much.